What's up gamers, welcome to my new video guys. In today's video we are doing a top 5 best robots in 2023 after update 9.0. I will be also mentioning in details about all these robots, why do I think they are the best in this moment, about their abilities, upgrade costs, recommended pilots, recommended passive and active modules, recommended drones for them and recommended weapons for it. Also I will be mentioning the top best Titan which I think is in this moment, and also upcoming meta guys. So stay tuned and let's go into the video. On position number 5 we have a Skyros. This well-protected saboteur is an innovative development of Icarus Technologies engineers capable of transforming into a ball to accelerate. This robot is perfect for beacon rush mode, for keeping beacons and also winning beacons because of its speed and durability. Skyros ability is called Metamorphosis. Upon activation, the Skyros toggles its mode. In ball mode, the Skyros has 85% damage resistance and gains 100% speed boost at the cost of losing all of its weapons and deactivating its Aegis shield. Its Aegis shield can't regenerate while in this mode. An added bonus in that the Skyros gains massively increased momentum, therefore allowing it to push enemies back and possibly into an environmental hazard. While in attack mode, the Skyros turns back into a spider robot, unfolds all weapons and deploys its Aegis shield, which stops regenerating. The ability takes 2.5 seconds to charge into ball mode and 1.8 seconds to turn into attack mode. Upgrade cost of this robot to MK212 level is 396 million, and if you want to upgrade it to MK3 level 1 you need additionally 3 upgrade tokens to do that. Recommended pilots for this robot is its legendary pilot Theseus. The defense of Skyros in the ball are immune to defense mitigation. So this pilot is honestly the only option for this robot at this moment in the game, and if you don't have this pilot, don't try using this robot honestly. Recommended passive modules, repair amplifier ×2 and 1 immune amplifier, or simply 3 repair amplifiers on it. Recommended active module, it's advanced repair module and repair module. Recommended drone, Armadillo is in this moment it showed as the best drone for this robot, but Nebula and Whiteout can also be used with this robot. Recommended weapons, honestly on this robot any weapons will work, it doesn't even matter which level, because you will not brawl with this robot, you will use it mostly for beacon capping and beacon defending. But some of the recommended weapons would be Devastator, Scatter and Havoc setup, or Stake, Needle and Spike setup. On position number 4 we have a Imugi robot, which is newly introduced robot. It has 2 medium and 1 light hard points. It's a very fast flying robot which has a stealth by flying, but at the same time it's a teleportation robot, allowing its allies to go in and out of the battle using the portals that this robot creates on the place where it starts flying and in the place where it lands, which makes it very versatile robot. Ability of this robot, the Imugi's ability is called Battle Breach. Upon activation, the Imugi ascends into air, dropping a portal and gaining stealth and speed boost, and a 5, 10 or 15% damage buff depending on level of this robot, is it on MK1, MK2 or MK3 level. When either the ability button is pressed a second time or 8 seconds flight duration expires, the Imugi lands, dropping its previous buffs but spawning another portal in its landing location. It also repairs itself and gaining 37.5% damage resistance for 8 seconds. After the ability enters a 10-second cooldown phase. The portals spawned by Imugi's ability are linked with each other. Allied robots, but not the Titans, that pass through will teleport to the other side of the portal and also gaining 37.5% damage resistance for 10 seconds. However, any robot that passes through is then subject to a 10-second inability to teleport. This includes the Imugi after landing. The portals lasts up to 60 seconds, but will disappear early if the Imugi reactivates its ability before their time is up. Upgrade cost. Upgrade cost for this robot to upgrade to MK2 level 12 is 396 million silver, and if you want to upgrade it fully to MK3 level 1, you will need additionally 3 upgrade tokens. Recommended pilots for this is legendary pilot Mao Ling, which ability is Dragon Blessing. On landing, Imugi repairs the durability of allies in a small radius, as well as activating their defenses for a short period of time. The second legendary pilot is Monique Lenormand. While Imugi is flying, its guns deal additional damage and mitigate enemies' defense. Both of these legendary pilots are good on their own special way. It depends on how you are using this robot. The third option would be Trixie Hope, Universal Pilot. With this pilot, the cooldown of Repair Unit and Advanced Repair Unit is reduced by 7 seconds. But using this pilot, of course, you will use a Repair or Advanced Repair Unit modules, active modules on this robot, otherwise it will be useless regarding this skill. Recommended passive modules for it, I would say the 2 nuclear amplifiers and 1 repair amplifier, or 1 nuclear amplifier and 2 repair amplifiers. And the third option would be going crazy with repair amplifiers and putting 3 of these modules on it. Recommended active modules for it: advanced repair module and quantum radar, depending on weapons which you are planning to use on this robot, and also the gameplay and game mode that you prefer. Recommended drones for this robot are Paralysis, Beak and new drone Kestrel. Recommended weapons for this robot are the new laser weapons Huanji and Yeoji. Also, the second setup would be Jaw and Claw, and the third setup would be Devastator and Scatter. On position number 3, we are having a Lynx. Lynx is a newly introduced robot as well. The Lynx is a medium robot with 2 heavy hard points. His main advantage are speed, stealth, violent ability and execution ability. Perfect for beacon capping, but also as an ambush robot which tracks fast and can run away very fast, so it's also perfect robot for free-for-all mode as well as beacon rush mode. Ability. Lynx ability is called Ferocity. While in ability, the robot gains speed and goes into stealth, and enemy with a low level durability can be instantly executed. That's one of the really interesting things that is introduced in the game, and I think this will make this robot really OP in the following months. Lynx Force Field. The robot has a defense that partially blocks the damage taken. The level of protection decreases as the damage is received. The force field recharges after Lynx takes no damage for a certain amount of time. Upgrade cost for this robot to upgrade it to MK2 level 12 is 396 million silver, and if you want to upgrade it to MK3 level 1, you will need additional 3 upgrade tokens. Recommended pilots for this, at this moment, honestly, I think that there is only one OP pilot for this, and it's Sati Cat Felidae. Lynx ability duration is increased by 2 seconds, which significantly changes this robot, and I think that this is definitely the best pilot that you can use on this robot. But if you gain this robot and you don't have that pilot, I know it's really hard to get, but if you don't have that pilot, then you can use what I call an universal Trixie Hope pilot. With this pilot, the cooldown of the repair unit and advanced repair unit is reduced by 7 seconds, so if you are using this pilot, make sure that you are using repair or advanced repair active module on this. Recommended passive modules: 2 nuclear amplifiers and 1 last stand, or 1 nuclear amplifier, 1 repair amplifier and 1 last stand. And the third option is 1 nuclear amplifier, 1 immune amplifier and 1 last stand. Recommended active modules: advanced repair module, phase shift and quantum radar. This depends on weapons that you are using and how do you plan to use this robot and the game mode that you prefer to play. Recommended drone, Kestrel and Beak. But I also see that glider drone can work on this robot if you are using the phase shift active module on it. Also paralysis can work on it if you are using some long range setups in for example team deathmatch mode. Recommended weapons: Stake, Devastator, Talon and Huanji. But definitely at this point I think that the best setup would be with the Stake or maybe Talons at this point in the game. So we are coming closer and closer to position number 1. What will be the robot on position number 1? On position number 2 is Nether. Nether is a special robot that fits exceptionally well into saboteur roles. These include beacon capping, flanking, ambushing. At the same time is a true multi-role robot which can do many things in different setups. The Nether is a medium robot with 4 light hardpoints. Ability. Nether's ability is called Quake. Upon activation, Nether consumes 1 ability charge and dashes forward. Firing its built-in weapon at the enemy, it is locked on to, if any. The built-in weapon is an energy weapon which deals marginal damage and applies the EMP effect to the robot that it hits. Quake has 5 charges, upon each ability activation 1 ability charge is consumed. Each charge has a 10 seconds cooldown phase. The charges all replenish separately. Upgrade cost for this robot to MK2 level 12 is 396 million silver, and if you want to upgrade it to MK3 level 1 you will need additional 3 upgrade tokens. Recommended pilots for this robot are Rolf Garcia, which ability is after each activation of the ability Nether repairs the ability for 3 seconds. This generally for me seems like the best pilot for it at this moment. Some wouldn't say like that, but that's my opinion honestly. The second robot that I would recommend, the second pilot that I would also recommend for this robot is 3v3r3 TT. Oh my god, it's really strange name. After Nether used his ability, it received shield breaker for 5 seconds, so that is what this pilot gives to the robot. And as a third economy option or cheap option would be a Trixie Hope, that universal pilot that we'll be speaking about, because this pilot can be used on multiple robots and maybe it's a lot cheaper for you and easier to gain it. Recommended passive modules: nuclear amplifiers time 2 and last stand. Nuclear amplifier 1, 1 repair amplifier and 1 last stand is the second setup, and the third setup would be 1 nuclear amplifier, 1 immune amplifier and 1 last stand. What I have to say about this robot and its passive modules is that last stand is a must-have on this robot, as it doesn't have that much health and it really dies easily if you are not using it properly. Recommended active module: advanced repair module and quantum radar. This depends on weapons that you are using and how do you plan to use this robot. Recommended drone would be a beak and paralysis. Recommended weapon: claw, needle, taeja. These are the setups that I would recommend, but honestly at this point for me the best setup is claw. After it, I think that the new Taeja laser weapons could work really good on this robot. Needle is also really good, but considering that this robot doesn't have any stealth or something like that, it does have dashes, I don't think that it would be the perfect setup for it. I think that the best setup would be claw, and after it maybe Taeja new laser weapons. And on position number 1 we have an Angler. The Angler is a medium robot with 1 heavy and 3 light hardpoints. Despite nerf in recent update, this robot is still killing it on the battlefield. Perfect for one-on-one battles, keeping beacons, winning beacons, and even with some setups very deadly against Titans. Ability. The Angler's ability is called Electric Shift. Upon activation, the Angler enters a state of phase shift, removing all negative effects and becoming invincible to all damage. And also it gains a speed boost. In addition, the Angler activates the Electric Vortex that damages all enemies within 50 meters of the robot. Once the ability expires, all enemies currently inside the Angler's ability area effect get the blind charge effect applied to them for 6 seconds. The Angler's ability then enters a 10-second cooldown phase. Upgrade cost for this robot to upgrade to MK2 level 12 is 396 million server, and if you want to upgrade it to MK3 level 1, you will need additional 3 upgrade tokens. Recommended pilots for this, to be honest, we have more pilots that can be used on this, but maybe the best pilot for it would be a Trixie Hope, which is that universal pilot I was mentioning already in this video. With this pilot, the cooldown of the repair unit and advanced repair unit is reduced by 7 seconds, and I think that's the best option at this moment. But you can also use Marcus, which gives Angler ability duration increase by 20%. And Sylvia Thorn, Angler outside ability restores its cooldown on kill. So these are also the 2 options that can be used with it. Recommended passive modules, I would say 1 nuclear amplifier and 2 repair amplifiers. The second setup would be 2 nuclear amplifiers and 1 repair amplifier. And the third setup would be 1 nuclear amplifier, 1 immune amplifier, and 1 repair amplifier. Recommended active modules: advanced repair module, and phase shift. Recommended drones for this robot would be Beak, Paralysis, and Kestrel as well, which is the new drone, and it can be really freaking deadly with this robot. Recommended weapons for this robot would be Talon and Claw. That's personally definitely the most used setup in this moment in the game. Also, you can use Devastator and Scatter, and it is really deadly. Also, there is option on Huanjie and Taeja, but I'm keeping the best for the last. I would say the best setup for this robot in this moment would be Stake and Needle, because these are the short range weapons, and this robot is a brawling robot which always kills his enemies head to head in really close encounters. So the Stake and Needle would be the perfect for this robot. So guys, let's summarize. Because this is a video about top 5 robots, we will not be getting into any detail, but I also have to mention the following robots, which are maybe not the top meta at this moment, but they are the robots which are a lot cheaper and easier to obtain than current meta, but they can be as good as the current meta if you are using it properly, and this is, some players would say, everlasting meta. So the list is as following, in the following order: Capri, which is a really tough robot, Typhoon, Bohemut, Seraph, and Fenrir. So guys, if you are not so much into meta and you still want to have the robots that will probably not be nerfed and stuff like that, which will be a lot longer lasting, then use one of these robots, because they already underwent some nerfs and everything, and I don't think that there will be any additional nerfs to these robots. Also, I have to mention new robot Crisis, which is fast enough and also has stealth all the time, which can easily raise it up to the new top 5 robots list as a part of new meta, but the downside is its health, which is not as high as you would think for a heavy robot, but let's wait and see how it fits in meta after it is released. Also, I would like to mention in this part of the video the best Titan that I think is the best in this moment, and I think it is a Luchador, but in this setup. If you are using on it new Sonic Titan weapons, Era and Veyron, passive modules that I would recommend are following: Titan Repair Amplifier ×2, 1 Quantum Sensor, and Titan Anti-Control. Some would say, why Quantum Sensor? But in today's meta, I think that the stealth is definitely meta, so you'll be facing with a lot of enemies which will be in stealth. This will help you survive against them. This Titan is very well known to all of you, and is still great Titan, especially for free-for-all, Beacon Rush, and Domination game modes. If used correctly, it can be an absolute killer. In this video I will not be mentioning Aether Titan. In this moment it's definitely amazing Titan, but we all received the news of its recent, it will be nerfed really soon. So I think honestly that after that nerf it will go out of meta, especially with the introduction of the new Titan Rook, which we'll be mentioning in this video, which will become 100% instant meta if it gets introduced to the live server in its current form. Together with the new Titan Freeze rockets, it will be unstoppable on the field. But let's wait and see. Will game developers change some stats on this Titan and new weapon? Because it has happened, the things may change for it. But if the things don't change, this Titan will be an absolute killer, and it will definitely overtake currently the best Titan in the game, Luchador, and it will be a new killer, which will be amazing for free-for-all, especially Beacon Rush and domination game modes. But also it can be used, this new Titan can be used in domination mode, in team deathmatch mode, because it has that crazy dash of 500 meters, which is honestly amazing. I don't know, it's definitely amazing, guys. So if you like this video, guys, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss more videos like this which will be coming. And also, like I told you, I will be making a video about top 5 non-meta everlasting meta robots, which are these that I mentioned. So I will make a video on it as well, so make sure not to miss all that and hit that subscribe button, guys. Thank you very much for being here with me, and see you in a new video. Bye bye.